In this course, you will learn how to create useful and amazing transitions. And in this lecture, you will learn how to create this star transition. Follow through with me. And if you like the way I teach and the kind of transitions we will build together, then join this course. Let's jump in now and create this animation. You want to create your first star. So choose the shape, go to Star Tool, and then double click on Star. You will get your first star. Go to Polystar, but first notice there is no fill here and the stroke is 80, so make sure you set that also. Go to Transform, we go to Scale, keyframe the scale and put the value of 0 so it's not appearing on the screen. We go to 20 frames and then we scrub through the scale until the star is out of the screen. Cool. Then close the transformation, close Polystar, choose Polystar and duplicate it twice. Now you notice I can see already the keyframes being duplicated. I press U to get them all. Now all of them have the same size. I will choose the first keyframes and keyframe assistant and give it easy out. Now what you want to do is to adjust the keyframes so the 3 stars move independently, one after the other or together but not overlapping. By moving the keyframes, you see that the stars have aligned and the spacing in between the stars is almost the same. Now I'll drop in a texture file and it's quite beautiful. I will alphamate it to the shape layer 1 that contains our 3 stars. Notice that the alphamate is working on the 3 shapes on the 3 stars. Close the layer, go to star now to create the last star. So we double click and we have our last star. We come position ourselves somewhere in the timeline and we use the transform to make the star as small as possible and fit in the middle. We open Polystar, we open the transformation for star and we keyframe here the scale. Then we make the scale 0 at the beginning. So the star is gonna grow. We go to 20 frames or we go even further and we make it as big as possible to overlap the screen. Now this star I'm gonna give it no keystroke and we'll give it a background. Any background will do. Come back to the beginning and let's see exactly if it's overlapping. It seems it's quite overlapping. So what I will do is to move this key point. So notice in the beginning it grows up to a certain level, then it's growing. My computer is delaying a bit, but it will work very nicely. Close your content, the shape layer, and let's go and bring the first movie. We'll put the movie just under shape layer 2, which is the last star we created. We need to stretch this movie to make it bigger a bit, no problem. And then we are gonna alphamate to shape layer 2. So now notice what's gonna happen. Shorten the work area and we run a line preview. Here you are. The last star is containing the movie and it's opening. Let's select all our layers, press U to open the keyframes and do some more adjustments. You notice that the star containing the movie is not growing as it's supposed to. I will grow it here, give it more scale, and it should not come over the other stars. I think that's okay now. It's opening very nicely. You can adjust it the way you want. You can really make a lot of tricks. It starts small and big. Let's close all our layers and make it a bit more realistic, this composition. Usually what we have a movie starting and then the other movie will just jump in. Let's say the movie starts for 10-15 seconds or frames. I'll solo it to make it a bit bigger so I can see it. Here you are. Then unsolo it. Let's run a line preview. It's rendering now. Of course you can always download the project and do all kind of manipulations that you want. Maybe add some blur to the star or something like this. I don't know, there are so many possibilities, but the basic animation is there and you can benefit from it. Now I hope you learned a lot in this lecture and I hope you liked it. If you truly liked it, please join the course and see how you can learn even more about transitions and how to create very interesting ones.